At grocery stores, that just seems kind of strange to me.
Hi, I'm 28 and I've been single for 6 whole years. I've given up on dating apps, so this is my series on trying to meet my future husband authentically.
Okay.
So today, I dressed cute, and then I went to the coffee shop and I read for 2 whole hours, and then I went thrifting, and then I went to my favorite store, Trader Joe's, and I am so happy to announce there was not a prospect in sight.
All right, no prospect in sight at Trader Joe's. I don't know why you think maybe your husband's over there, but men don't hang out at Trader Joe's, man. At grocery stores, that just seems kind of strange to me.
Hi, I'm 20.
Okay, I don't know why. And it's not just the women, it's a lot of men too. They think it's macho to simp, is the new word, all the time, because it makes them feel like they're doing their job. You know, even if they don't need a woman, even if a woman is the last thing on their mind, sex is never the last thing on our mind. Sex is always the first thing. Even guys that don't even want to be with a woman, we think about sex like we think about, what time of the night we're going to eat. Like, we just, it's just part of our genetic makeup. However, that doesn't mean that we're supposed to go out there and constantly be dating girls, or pursuing girls rather, that we know that we're not going to commit to, that we know that we only got one thing on our mind. Okay? Let me tell you something about a woman, and we're living in a time of multiple simps. Let me tell you something about a woman that's pretty, that's been, what did she say, 6 months, 6 years? I forget what it was. What is it? Hold up.
28 and I've been single for 6 whole years. I've given up on dating apps.
6
So
whole
this
years.
is my series.
6 whole years. If you've been single looking that pretty for 6 whole years, it's because you're looking for a certain type of guy. Okay? You're looking for a certain kind of guy. You're looking for a guy that, you can tell things about him, like how much money he makes. And you're looking for a guy that's going to ride you around in his fancy sports car. I can understand a guy being single for 6 years, but you, sweetheart, I don't believe that. Especially being you're not a Christian. I can understand a Christian woman, abstaining from simps for 6 years. But I don't believe you're a Christian. I don't believe that you are 6 years single because you don't want to be. You're 6 years single because you're looking for a certain guy, and you're in the wrong state or the wrong city or the wrong circle to get that kind of guy. That's what that's about. But here's one more thing I want to say. Like, what law says that men have to always be simping? What law says that men have to pursue women when the Bible tells a man that he that finds a wife finds a good thing? That doesn't mean that men are like, like animals. They're out there hunting all the time, and they're just looking for any old woman that's got, nice hair and nice legs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how we connect. Sure, you can go out and you can get, sexually promiscuous women that way by watching their skirts and, watching their cleavage all the time. But truth of the matter is, you don't get women, You might get sex, but you don't get women, you don't get wives, you don't get relationships by simping. You don't get it by pickup lines. Now, some women, and I've known this in my own life, women are so bad today. Women are so bad today, especially when women are around men of their own race. They are like, if a white girl is around a black dude and she likes black men, she'll show those black men that she's into black guys. Okay? And vice versa. If a black girl is into white men, you know what I'm saying? She'll show those white men, she'll go out of her way. I've caught black women doing this. Okay? But when a black woman is attracted to black men, and that's what she's trying to get, she thinks that the ugliest guy in the room owes her something. She thinks it's the guy that she would never ever think twice. Okay? Or never even think once about going out with. She thinks that he owes her something. Oh, he don't speak. He said hi. But that's not good enough. You know, oh, he spoke to the white girl more than he spoke to you. You know, I noticed that about black women, and it's not just, you know, about black women, but it's with any woman who is used to dating certain guys of a certain race, and these guys are in their peripheral. They think these guys owe them something. Ladies, you're not going to find love by thinking guys owe you something. Every guy in the room owes you something. The guys that you are looking at, they got to move quickly. Snap, snap, snap. Be quick, be quick, be quick. No patience. Be quick. The guys that you ain't thinking about, they got to be also doing something to make you feel like a lady, even though they know that they're not in your league. I don't get that, okay? You know, like, there's women who want to get upset about, you know, like women, like, you know, in my life, you know, I'm a small guy, I'm old, I got a little bit of a belly and all like that. I wouldn't even consider myself a 5, okay? Women like to try to act like I'm invisible, but when I act like I'm invisible right with them, they get offended because they thought that even though they're acting like I'm invisible, I'm not supposed to act like I understand that I'm invisible to them. Because I don't want nothing from women. I know what kind of woman I want to minister to, is the word the Bible uses, and what kind of women I should leave alone. Because if I'm ministering to a woman, she could be a woman in need, and if she feels that she wants something more from me, we can talk about that. I just opened the floodgates of conversation. But my goal is to minister to everybody. I'll minister to the fat singing lady, the mentally ill lady, the ugliest girl in the room. I don't care. If I feel you need to be ministered to, that comes first before all the whole attraction thing. Then if I feel that, oh, you and I have a connection, then I might open myself up more to you. But women got to understand that men, real men, are just as personal about their space and just as slow to want to, you know, you got to separate real men from the simps. Because real men don't simp. You know, even in the church, I know guys in the church that are players. They only seriously ask out, okay, 10% of the women that they flirt with or that they try to simp with. And God strike them. I mean, it's wrong, okay? Like, just be friends with everybody and be cool with everybody. And if love happens, it happens. But I'm not into this, oh, you know, oh, a pretty woman walks in the room, all hands on deck. We got to get busy. I don't see life like that. Maybe if I was, maybe if I was Usher, okay? Maybe if I was Keanu Reeves, maybe I would feel that way. I don't know. but I'm not that kind of a guy. I know my place. I know that, you know, you can sit there and smile on my face all you want to, sweetheart. I know I'm the last person that's going to get picked out of 20 guys. Okay, and I'm not saying that on a low self-esteem. I'm saying that from experience. Now, sure, I'm working on ways of bettering myself on a physical scale, but seriously, look at me. How far am I going to go? You know, at this height level, at this age, how far am I going to go? No, someone's going to love me unconditionally. Okay, but the fact is, this idea that men have to always be simping with women, and if men ain't simping, oh, they must be gay. Oh, he's stuck up. Oh, he's got a problem. He hates women. Oh, you know, that's a bad personality because he's not simping. No, I treat you like a lady. I hold the door for you. You know what I mean? I talk to you like you're a lady. You know, I treat you like a lady. And there's no law that says that I have to be simping. We didn't use that term back in my day, okay? There's no law that says that I have to be hitting on a woman, even though I know that I'm not going to get a date. There's no law that says I have to be, I have to change my, you know, personal spaces and change my, you know, introverted personality or my, what is it called, ultravert or whatever, okay? Okay, to make sure I'm perfect when I speak to you or when I'm in your presence. Okay? And you, sweetheart, I'm going to say it one more time, you ain't 6 years single because men ain't trying to simp. If you walk outside your house looking like that, in your little cute little outfit, as you call it, men are going to simp. They see you at the gym. They see you at the restaurant by yourself. Most men simp. There's probably about 20 out of every 50 that don't. Okay? So, like, your sights are very high. My sights are very high. It takes more than beauty for me to change my settings around a woman. I treat every woman the same. I don't care if you're pretty, ugly, fat, whatever. Okay? If I decide that I'm interested in you in some way,
I'm trying
okay,
to meet my future husband often.
If I find that I'm interested in you in some way, I find a personal way, somehow within a public way, of striking a conversation that would keep us talking, you know, to keep us communicating, find ways that we might see each other again. But there is no law that says that a man has to be simping. There's no law that says a man has to always be a predator around a woman. And a lot of women today are so, and a woman like this, she knows she's pretty. She knows that, you know, and she thinks that men have to act a certain way towards her. And we're in a time when we're so ticked off at women that we don't do that anymore. She's about 10 years old on this. Like, you know, women have gotten us to the place, and a lot of men are waking up to what I've known for years. I'm 56 years old. I've known this since I was 40. I've known this since I've gotten divorced. When I broke up with my wife, I think I was like 40. I was around 40 years old when I broke up with my wife, I think. Okay? And I learned real quick, trying to go back out there, you know, being a little bit older, I ain't no young stud anymore, going back out there trying to, you know, meet other women. Oh, I got put at the bottom of the chain. Okay? You only get to do that to me once. I know my place. And then, you know, like, you know, depending on what kind of guy's trying to talk to this lady, she's going to put him in creep mode. Okay? And then she wants to get on here and complain about she's been single for 6 years. Well, how many creeps are in your life? How many creeps talk to you every day? If you got creeps, nothing but creeps talking to you every day, you got your sights too high. Okay? You got your priorities crossed. Okay? But my sights are high. I only date Christians. I only date women that are of the house of Israel. Okay? And I ain't seen too many lately. I go to church. Where's all the young women now? Got all these. Where's all the women my age at? Everybody here old enough to be my aunt still. Where's all the women my, oh, they out here. They're on here. They're on YouTube. Okay, talking about what's wrong with men. You see, that's where we're at, you know. But everybody's trying to complain on these YouTube videos, and they're trying to complain and have confidence at the same time. That doesn't work. Either you're happy being single or you're not. And if you're happy being single, why do you need to tell everybody that? Okay, you need to tell that to the people that are trying to simp. Okay? But you ain't doing that. You're treating men that would be interested in you. You're putting them in creep mode. Trust me, this girl is putting the majority of the men that are trying to come after her in creep mode. But yes, she wants to get on here and complain. Okay? At the same time, trying to take confidence in being single. It doesn't go both ways. Either you're really, 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 really crying out for a man, or you're really, really crying out to be left alone. Okay? But there's no law. Let me say one more time. There's no law that a man has to pursue women all the time. Men are just as shy as women are, and there's nothing wrong with that. Men are just as, personal about their personal spaces, just as women are. Men are just as, lost if women come at them a certain way. And men are putting women in creep mode today. Okay? Especially even in a pretty lady like this. She coming around him acting like a geek, he gonna put her in creep mode. He don't care how beautiful and sexy she is. She come around with some kind of dumb game, just like he can come around her with a dumb game. He gonna put her in creep mode. Okay? There's no law that says that we have to do anything because we find you attractive and we want to be with somebody. No, we slowly ease our way up onto, first of all, just seeing you walk down the street, like my man says, seeing you in the coffee shop, or seeing you, somewhere in a super public place where everybody goes there to grab their coffee. Ain't nobody gonna just jump on you like a mosquito and start buzzing around you, okay? Ain't nobody gonna do that at a coffee shop. Okay, but this is the number one way that men and women connect better than all the others. It's called interaction. So if a woman is in your circles, you have friends in common, you have the job in common, you have church in common, college in common, the gym in common, okay? You have something in common, you have a circle in common. Then you can interact with this person and go from there. But expecting men to come after you a certain way because you're pretty, and that's what it's all about, that's kind of arrogant. You're single because you're arrogant. Okay? You're single because you're arrogant. Okay? Women have to meet men just like men have to meet women. Okay, sure, we can simp, sure, we can rap, as they call it, rap to a woman, get her digits, be quick and smooth, you know what I mean? Say things that make her laugh and all like that, have nice pickup lines that are cute and all like that. But eventually, that's not meeting the woman. Okay, that's just getting our game on, but that's not really meeting the woman. How many men make women laugh every day and make them blush every day and all like that, and go home with a dry whacker? Okay? Fornication don't work for everybody, okay? No. We need to interact with women, and we need to meet women. Okay? It's not about, oh, I'm beautiful, I'm sexy. Okay? All the men should be coming to me, bowing down and asking me what I want from them. And that's her attitude. Trust me. That's her attitude. And a lot of women don't want to jump into a relationship. A lot of these women complaining ain't trying to hurry up and get married with your pretty selves. No, what they want is men to come to them. And they want to say, oh, I'll use this guy for this, and I'll use this guy for that, and I'll use this guy for that. I'll put these guys on shelf, top shelf, second shelf, middle shelf, fourth shelf, fifth shelf. Okay? And I know the games these women play. Okay? And it's ridiculous. Okay? And the fact is, when these women finally do meet up with somebody that they're probably going to marry, and they will marry, and even after they get married, they still got all these other men on the shelves. That's how they get themselves in trouble. You ain't got no business, when you're a married woman, having other men on the shelf waiting in line for you. There's no peeping toms, nobody monitoring and spying on you and your husband when you get married. But a lot of these women know this is going on, and in this day and time, they encourage that because they're so arrogant and so feminist. They make it all about them, and if the husband makes one little bitty mistake, oh, she can go to that shelf and pull something off the shelf. And that's what they're doing today. So any woman who's pretty and shapely, regardless of what race she is, who claims that she's tired of being single, except for the exception of women in China. They screwed that up themselves when they started making rules against the men of China, hitting on the women of China and all like that. Now the men of China are getting their needs met in masturbation booths and all that kind of crap. Okay?
Authentically.
Okay.
So today, I dressed cute, and then I went to the coffee shop and I read for 2 whole hours, and then I went thrifting, and then I went to my favorite store, Trader Joe's, and I am so happy to announce there was not a prospect in sight.
All right, no prospect in sight at Trader Joe's. I don't know why you think maybe your husband's over there, but men don't hang out at Trader Joe's, man. At grocery stores, that just seems kind of strange to me.
Hi, I'm 28, and I've been single
28, she's probably still in naive mode as well. But anyway, I'm closing. Just remember that there is no law, ladies, that says a man, it's not in the Bible, okay? It's not in the Bible. If you look in the Bible, it was the parents that selected men and women for their sons and daughters. Okay? It was the parents that, it was the parents, and if a man was wealthy, it was his officials and that went out and hunted a wife for him. And it's easy for a man to go up to a woman and say, hey, I have a prince, or I have a king, or I have, a businessman or something that's looking for a wife. The burden's off of him. Yeah, he thinks she's very pretty and all like that, but, women were all for in those days of just like getting on their donkey or whatever, like Isaac and Rebecca, okay, and going to meet this man, okay, and it worked out great. It was good marriage, okay, but there's no law that says that a man is supposed to be doing something when a pretty woman walks into the room, unless he's that thirsty and that hard on, unless he's that hard up. No law that says it. You know what I mean? And how many times have I heard women tell, friends of mine and coworkers of mine, he's stuck up. Something wrong with him. Is he gay? How come he don't like women, do he? He really don't like black women, does he? They really, 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 really lay it to me. Why? Because I'm the quietest among the men. I mind my business, and when I walk up on a crowd of people, sure, I get on YouTube and I talk a big game because I'm here to minister. This is my pastime. But in my real social life, I'm very quiet. And I walk up on a group of people, they think that my little tiny behind is supposed to be the life of the party with all these famous Joes around me. Hold up, man. I came to listen and learn something. Why I gotta be the life of the party? It's always us little guys that have to do more to fit in, even when we ain't thinking about you. Even when we ain't attracted to anybody. Even when we ain't worried about these women. Oh, I'm supposed to make some move. I'm supposed to be doing something. When we got Denzel Washington and Wesley Snipes, okay, and Keanu Reeves and Brad Pitt right there. Why y'all worried about me? Why I gotta bust a move? I never understood that. I gotta bust a move, show I got balls. That's not necessary. If I want to be an introvert at that moment, or an ultravert, however you put it, another day, I want to be an introvert on Monday and an ultravert on Tuesday, that's my prerogative. I don't have to pursue a woman, even if I am really, really, really thirsty for a wife, and it would only be a wife, it wouldn't be the other, okay? I don't have to, do anything except listen and wait and be patient for my opportunity to get to know this girl. If it be that I can interact with her because she's in my circle, or she's going to my church, or she's at my job and I get to work with her enough. Yeah, if I'm around you that much, if we see each other that much, it would kind of be rude of me. It would make you think I don't like you if I don't speak to you and try to connect with you. But Trader Joe's, come on. Starbucks, come on. Okay? Give me a break. Thank you for watching. I am DeRoy Cruz. Hope you enjoy this. Like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. God bless.